In a small village surrounded by mountains, there lived an old farmer named Hassan. He was poor, but he was known for one thing: his patience. The villagers often laughed at him because no matter what happened, he always said, "Everything happens for a reason." One day, Hassan's only horse ran away into the forest. The villagers rushed to his house and said, "What terrible luck! Your only horse is gone." But Hassan calmly replied, "Maybe. Everything happens for a reason." The villagers shook their heads and left. 3 days later, the horse returned, and with it came 5 wild horses from the mountains. The villagers were shocked. "What amazing luck!" they cried. But Hassan smiled gently and said, "Maybe. Everything happens for a reason." A week later, Hassan's son tried to tame one of the wild horses. The horse threw him to the ground, breaking his leg badly. Again the villagers gathered. "This is horrible. Your son may never walk properly again." Hassan looked at his injured son and quietly said, "Everything happens for a reason." The villagers became angry. "How can you stay calm after so much suffering?" But Hassan said nothing. A few days later, war broke out in the kingdom. Soldiers came to every village and took all the young men to fight. Many mothers cried, many fathers begged. But when the soldiers saw Hassan's son with a broken leg, they left him behind. Months later, news arrived that most of the young men who went to war had never returned. The entire village fell silent. Now they finally understood. The same broken leg they called a tragedy had actually saved his life. That evening, the villagers gathered around Hassan and asked, "How did you remain peaceful during every problem?" The old farmer looked at the mountains and said, "Because life is bigger than one moment. What looks like failure today may become protection tomorrow. What feels like pain today may become a blessing later. If you lose patience too quickly, you may never see the reason behind your struggles." Then he added, "Storms do not come to destroy us. Sometimes they come to clear the path we were never meant to walk." From that day onward, the villagers stopped complaining about every difficulty. And whenever life became hard, they remembered Hassan's words, "Everything happens for a reason."